What's going on, everybody? Tim here, back with another video. So in today's video, I want to talk about how I used short-term travel jobs to exit the rat race and start living the life I wanted to live. So about 10 years ago, I was living in Florida. I had a decent job, decent apartment, not so decent car, but it got me where I needed to go. And life was cool. I was okay. I can't complain. But I started to realize that it just wasn't what I wanted. It was almost like I turned the page, I turned a corner in life, turned a page in life, and that life that previously was fine just wasn't as fulfilling anymore. I wanted something different. It was just I looked forward to my future if I kept living like I was living, and it just seemed like more of the same for another 10, 20 years. And I didn't want that. I wanted something real. So after a lot of self-reflection, I realized that hey, I want to travel. I want to go some places. I want to see some stuff. I don't just want to sit in one spot for the rest of my life. The problem was your boy didn't really have the funds like that. Okay. I had my little emergency fund, right? So I was okay financially in the lifestyle I was living. But when it came to just packing up and traveling, I didn't have the money like that. So, me, I'm all about research. I'm all about the Googles. We didn't have AI back then. We didn't have Chat GPT. Hopped on the Googles and I just typed in how do you travel with no money? After lots of research, I came across a website called CoolWorks.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And in fact, it is the same website I use to this day. And they have a bunch of sometimes called seasonal jobs, but I'm going to start calling them short-term travel jobs. And basically, they have jobs in a lot of the touristy vacation places you would want to kind of go anyway. But instead of it being oh, you move there and you work there forever, they're short-term contracts. So you might work the summer for 5 months. Other places you might work the winter for maybe 4 months. So this allows you to be able to allowed me to be able to be in a lot of the places I would have wanted to go anyway. For example, my first job was at Yellowstone National Park, somewhere I would have loved to go anyway. Got another bison, ladies and gentlemen, over here roaming alone. So it allowed me to be in a lot of the areas I wanted to be and to make some money. Okay, so let me explain why these short-term travel jobs are out here. So if you think about national parks, a lot of these jobs are in national parks. If you think about a national park, nobody lives there. You know what I mean? So every summer you have millions of people, of tourists, descending on these national parks, and there's no locals really nearby to service them, or the locals that live nearby don't want to work there because they live by the park their whole life. So the companies that run the hotels and the restaurants and a lot of the other concessionary things in the park, they have to hire people from outside the local community. So they hire people from all over the country and even all over the world. And if you think about pretty much any national park, maybe a lot of these kind of small touristy towns that people like to go to, if you think about ski resorts. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video. It was my day off, so I decided that I was gonna go and get on one of the lifts here. Even though it's not ski season, the lifts still run, so you can hop on one of these and go up the mountain. As I was getting on, they told me I have to walk back down. But I was trying to be super cool, I knew what I was doing. So I was yeah, I know, but I didn't know. But so yeah, we get to go all the way up and then walk all the way back down, but it's not a problem. I can use the exercise. I got a little water. But yeah, I wanted to turn the camera on and just kind of show y'all some of the sights. This angle over here, you can see a lot of the resort in the background. You can work at a place that's beautiful too, people. Really, if you think about most of the places you go on vacation, a lot of them aren't in major populated areas, because the reason you go on vacation is to get away, is to get away from the city or whatever. So a lot of these places have this problem. Not to mention, a lot of them aren't open all year round. Some places just open in the summer. Some places just open in the winter. Some are open summer and winter, but they might close down for 3 months between the seasons. They might close down for spring, maybe for fall. So you can't really keep, they might have a few year-round positions, but most of their staff, they only need for 4 or 5 months at a time. So you can't really just keep a lot of full-time people around, right? So that's why these jobs exist. Now, let me tell you why this really worked for me. Since these places are in a lot of like remote locations, one of the things most of them provide is housing. They give you a place to stay. Let's walk over this way and then I'll kind of show you coming in the door. Here's the front door. When you come into the right, there's the bathroom. Just a regular bathroom. Toilet. Yes, it's clean. Bathtub. You know, nothing crazy spectacular, but just you got your nice little own bathroom. Turn that off, conserve power. You come over here, just got a little sink thing, mirror, soap dispenser, tissues. Move over here, a little dresser, 4 drawers in it. Don't get old, people. When you get old, like, you got to have probiotics and multivitamins and all kinds of other stuff you got to take every day. Don't get old. It's but I'm alive. I'm good. And boom, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That darn near king size bed. It's 2 twins put together. Like you can see there, but boom, all that's mine. Almost a king size bed. Just curl up, roll all over. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Super comfy too. Because that's the big thing when it comes to like relocating, or even when it comes to traveling, like your accommodation is your major expense. So they give you a place to stay, and some of them give it to you for free, some at a discounted rate, some charge a little more, but the thing is they give you housing. And a lot of times they take it out of your check before you even get your check, so you don't even miss it. So they give you housing. Some of them have private rooms. A lot more of them, the companies that like really, I think, care about their employees are trying to make it so there's more private rooms. I will be honest, one of the downsides to a lot of these short-term travel jobs is that like you may have to share a room. And when I say share a room, I mean like there's a room and there's 2 of y'all in the same room. Swing around this way. Right here is my roommate's bed. Pretty cool guy from Bulgaria. Glad to have him as a roommate. There's my bed. Yeah, you can see I keep it very neat. I was gonna like make the whole bed up, and I was like, nah, I just folded some blankets up and threw them on the bed. So yeah, there's my bed. So there's the 2 beds. Then each of us have a kind of cabinet deal here with 3 drawers in it, and then it opens up into this wide open area, and that's where all my stuff is. You know, computer, luggage, snacks, Tums, all the important stuff. So yeah, I have one of those, and he also has one of those. So like, there's a room with 2 beds in it. You sleep in one, they sleep in the other. Same room. So like, that's something you gotta ask about in the interview, and depending on how comfortable you are sharing a room with another human being. You know, when I first started out, that's what I was doing, and it was okay. You know, yeah, I might have had one roommate or so that I had to go down there and get a new roommate. But anyway, they provide housing. Also, a lot of them provide meals because it's kind of the same thing. For example, when I worked in Glacier National Park, they provided housing and they provided 3 meals a day, because if I'm in the middle of nowhere, you know, at St. Mary's Resort, Glacier National Park, like there was a store, like a little bitty kind of general store. But honestly, a lot of these places, they just don't have the infrastructure for you to like go and get food, right? So a lot of them provide meals, because those are the big questions. People are like, where am I stay? How am I eat? So they provide meals for you. A lot of you have asked me kind of what meals are like at a seasonal job. Kind of wondered what I eat every day. So I figured I would just show y'all today real quick. This is my breakfast. It's my day off, so I came in here a little late. Everybody's gone, eating breakfast in an empty cafeteria, but the way I like it. But here's just like some mixed fruit. I got a little apple juice And then there's some buttermilk pancakes, some oatmeal, some scrambled eggs with cheese, and some type of sausage links. I don't really know. I didn't read the sign above it. But this is typically what I have for breakfast. So 3 times a day, I went to the employee dining room and they had food, and depending on the place, the food can vary, the portions can vary, but like you ain't gonna starve. I've worked some places that it was open buffet, eat what you want, you ate good. I've ate other places where maybe I was like, man, I was hitting the general store up a lot to kind of supplement my supplement my food. But you know what I mean? Once again, these are the questions you got to ask at the interview and do your research. But like when I came across that, I'm like, wait a second, they'll give me a place to stay and they'll give me food to eat. And I think back then it was like $10 a day for room and board. So for $300 a month, I had a place to stay and food to eat. I'm like, wait a second, I don't really need to make that much money. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait. For $300 a month, I get a place to stay and 3 meals a day. And like I'm working, so I'll be bringing money in. And like me, I didn't have any really other bills other than like my cell phone. So it worked out perfect, because yeah, all I had to do was like get there and I was taken care of. And so that's what I've been doing since then. I've worked in Alaska. Like I said, I worked at Yellowstone. I worked at Glacier National Park. I've worked at a ski resort in Montana. I've worked up in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. I've been able to go to so many other places I would have wanted to visit anyway. And I've been able to like stay there long term. That's another thing. Like visiting Yellowstone is cool, but staying there for months and being able to like on your days off, like wake up inside the national park and like explore, it's amazing. I've been able to stay at these places and really, get to know and see and explore these places. And it's amazing. And the fact that like a lot of times my housing and my meals are taken care of is just so freeing. So I highly recommend going on CoolWorks.com, seeing what jobs they have right now. If you're watching this video when it's being uploaded, everybody's hiring for the summer season. Everybody's hiring for the summer season. A lot of these companies a lot of them have a lot of entry-level positions. So these are jobs that pretty much like anybody can get. Once again, you might have a company that has 100 full-time employees, and then come summertime, they need 3,000 employees. So they're out here hiring, okay? And a lot of it, like I said, is restaurant, is hotel, it might be grounds. Just think about kind of, when you go on vacation, who are the people you interact with like working? It might be like some kind of small town t-shirt shop, or like a taffy shop, or like a sandwich shop. It might be working on a cruise ship. It might be working on like a scenic railroad. It might be working on like a hunting ranch in Wyoming, or, just pretty much just think of any type of vacation spot that would have trouble finding people. I just want to show off the rooms I clean. I work up here on the 7th floor, and these are the lofts. So I just want to kind of show what I do every day at work, the rooms I clean. Just finished cleaning this room. As you can see, it's got a full refrigerator, full stove, oven, microwave, coffee maker, toaster, coffee. Got the full sink, dishwasher. There's let's go over here. Got some drawers, fireplace, flat screen TV, chairs there, little table there, couch. So yeah, you have to clean these bathrooms, set your towels up nice and purty, clean your toilet, and then the part I hate the most is this shower here with this door that is a pain to clean. And then we have the king size bed, and I know what you're thinking, why does the bed look so lumpy? There's a comforter inside these duvet covers, and they're lumpy. It doesn't matter what you do. You can pull on it, tug on it, they're just lumpy. So the beds are always going to look a little, a little crazy. Now, I do want to mention the pay. The pay varies. Okay, so different companies pay different money, just like in the real world. Different companies pay different money. Some pay very little money. Some pay more money. The more remote sometimes. Like there's a lot of jobs in Alaska where like you're on a teeny island that you can only get to by ferry or plane. They tend to pay a little more to entice people to come out there. A lot of the national parks, since they hire so many people, don't pay as much. But then you also get to live in a national park all summer. So, you know, but once again, I know for me, not having a lot of bills and having my housing and my meals taken care of at a very small fee, I didn't care about the money. I didn't go into this about the money. I went into it for the experience. You know, I wanted to see some stuff. I wanted to meet some people, right? And so, like I said, I've been doing this for like the past 10 years. In the beginning, I would work a season and then I would go back home to Florida, like stay with friends for a couple months, go to the next job. As my YouTube channel kind of grew along this journey, now between seasonal jobs, sometimes I'll take time off and I'll travel. I've been blessed to be able to take lots of road trips around the country. I've been blessed to be able to like leave the country.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Tim back with another video. I don't know if y'all can tell just by looking around my surroundings, but your boy is no longer in the US of A. He is no longer in America's people. We touched down in the Philippines a couple days ago. I've been fighting with jet lag and all kinds of other stuff, so I haven't been making any videos, but I'm out and about today. So I just wanted to let you know that, you know, when I make goals, I achieve them. When I make goals and I say I'm going to do something, I do them. It may take me a while, but I told y'all 2019, hopefully I'd be blessed to do some of the things I wanted to do, and here we are. Here we are in the Philippines. You know, one of the top of my bucket list, the #1 place I wanted to go, and I was able to make it here. Sorry if there's a little glare, but I got to have my hat on because it's hot out here, and I can't be walking around here bald-headed.
You know, when I first started this, the concept of having a passport and going places never occurred to me, but working these short-term travel jobs has just given me so much freedom. Okay, I'm not locked into one place. You know, now some of them do have year-round jobs. You know, I have worked at some where like there was a summer season and then those 2 or 3 months in between, they were like, hey, you can stay, work the off season, do kind of deep cleaning, things of that nature, and you can stay the full time through. So there have been times where I was like, hey, I want to stack some more coins up. I'll stay, basically work year round, you know? So there is variety, there's freedom, but like not being stuck in one place, not being stuck at one job has provided me just so much freedom. And then the ability to decide, where do I want to work, you know, this summer? Where do I want to work this winter? Do I want to work this summer? Do I want to work this winter? And it is just so freeing. And I've talked to a lot of people. We find it very hard to go back to like normal life. You know what I mean? There's times I tried to, you know, go, hey, I'm gonna get me an apartment and I'm gonna work a normal job. I got the apartment, but like I couldn't do the normal job. I can't do it. I can't. I'm like, so I'm supposed to just work here forever? Like until you fire me or like I quit? It's crazy. Like you just get so used to being like, hey, 4 months, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You know what I mean? But I highly recommend you check out CoolWorks.com. There's actually other websites that have these short-term travel jobs or these seasonal jobs. I just only use CoolWorks because they're really awesome people. They've reached out to me before. They've sent me free merch. They emailed back and forth, gave me good advice, told me about some good companies. So I recommend CoolWorks.com. This is not sponsored by them, by the way. Their website just like helped change my life. So if it's something sounds like you might be interested in, I highly recommend you check it out. Because like I said, the life I'm living now, I enjoy it so much. It's amazing. My life resume is so full, and like this was the avenue that allowed me to do it. So I wanted to share it with y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I want to go more in depth in future videos about these short-term travel jobs. If you have any questions, put them in the comment box below. Because sometimes I forget like the questions or things, you know, people might want to know about them. Leave in the comment box below. In my next video, I'll address some of those. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tim back with another video. I just realized I've like never really shown y'all the grounds where I work. Like I haven't shown y'all much about where I work, period. But I'm actually just like driving into work, so I figured I'd turn the camera on and drive around and show y'all some of the grounds real quick. Over there was the cafeteria, post office there. We got the admin building up here. Just kind of wanted to let y'all get a glimpse of some of the scenery all around too. Like this is what I get to see every day at work.